I know in the past that, you know, there were some issues with certain people with the racetrack. I think you guys have gotten to know me enough now that you realize that I'm a new face. I have a vision of what I want to do with the racetrack. I think it's going to be a great asset for the community. It can be a great thing for everybody. It's kind of a hidden gem that people don't know about, and my job is to get out there and make it known to everybody. We're putting on a couple of big races this year. I'm really losing sleep over them already. We have taken, the guardrails are all down from the old dirt track. We're repurposing them on the racetrack itself so we can put in a sand trap and a catch net and bring in bigger shows, which will bring in more people, etc. And we're going to take that field back, and there's concrete to be broke up, plow everything in, and put grass seed in. I need grass by April 28th, which is our first big race. I don't know what to expect. I wanted to come ask you guys about it. I don't know, first time I've ever done anything that big. I don't know if we're going to have 4,000 adults and 1,800 kids a day, or 6,000 adults, or I'm hoping we don't have 8. But I'm thinking that it would be nice, especially Friday, if we could have East Miami be one way in for a couple hours and one way out, if that would be possible. Worth asking.
It's not our road.
It's a county road.
That's a county road, it's not our road.
Okay.
Yeah.
The county has to, and then fire chief.
We'd have to get the sheriffs too, the county, the sheriffs, and our fire department.
Okay.
That's 28th, you're gonna have it?
Yeah, 28th and 29th.
Nitro? Of April, you said?
Of April, yeah. And then we've got another big race, which will be June 16th and 17th. I've been doing a lot of consulting with, he's been very nice with giving me his time, is Bill Bader from up at Norwalk, Summit Motorsports Park, which is arguably the best racetrack in the country, and everything he does is very well done, and I'm trying to model ourselves around that and try to become more like that racetrack. The Night of Fire race that we're having in June, they have 40,000 people there each year for that. I'm hoping to build that out. Obviously, you know, they've got about 50 more acres than we have. I don't think I can quite get to that point. I can't see 40,000 people at this point, but I'm working towards that goal. I'm working towards getting an amphitheater down there so that we can bring some concerts back to the west side. It seems like everything's downtown and east side. Just when Darius Rucker came in, played at Elder, it just showed everybody that the west side can support, you know, a good sized crowd. And I think we can do it at Edgewater. There were major music festivals back in the 70s. That was, you know, where people went to watch music. I think it'd be a great asset for the community. Another thing that Chief Lace is probably not possible, but I was hoping maybe there could be a fire truck on grounds those 2 Fridays and Saturdays. I don't know if that could be worked out or not. I know you guys are a minute away, and I love the new firehouse, and I love all the parks going in, because my vision of the racetrack is it's going to be, I want it to be like it is, you know, a little Summit Motorsports Park. You go up there and there's playgrounds, dog walking parks. It looks like it's manicured like a golf course. It's just, everything's very well done. I want to get Edgewater to that point. It's going to take a lot of work and a lot of effort, but I think it could be great for the community, and I think we can be on a great working relationship, and that's about all I got.
Can you come back or shoot us an email to Dan and the board about the conversations with the county on
Okay.
making that one way in, one way out?
Okay.
So just keep us somewhat aware of the situation.
Okay. Do you know who I should look up?
For the county, I would think it would be, start with the engineers, county engineers. Dan?
I'm sorry.
It would be the county engineers you would
Yes.
start with?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it would be the county engineers.
County engineers, okay.
Yeah. So, Mr. Beck, trying to think of his name.
Can I ask a question?
Eric
Sure.
Beck.
How do you manage capacity down there? I mean, you're talking about, you know, the crowds that you have now, and then you're talking about potentially increasing those crowds substantially, how do you manage overcapacity, or is there even such a thing?
I don't think it's a matter of, my not wanting to have more than 8,000 people. It's not that we can't handle it. The racetrack's been around since 1953. Back in the, 70s, 80s, 90s, there's 10,000 people there all the time.
Right.
It's tough, the entertainment dollar out there is a lot tougher to compete with. We can physically seat 6,000 people. And then along the quarter mile on the fences, it's easy to get another 2,000-3,000 people staying in, plus, everywhere in the pit area, and we've got a lot of acreage down there that's being used. My concerns is I've got the guys that come in and help, the police officers that come in, and the special police officers come and help us with the thing. I'm gonna try to get 8 officers for that, and I didn't know if the county would help us out at all, and maybe help with, traffic control, because that's the only thing I'm worried about is Friday's the issue, just because people, from 5 o'clock to 7:30, it's just gonna be swamped coming in, and then, between 10 and 12:30 at night, and everybody filters out. Saturday, since we open so early on Saturday, a lot of people will come for 2 days, for both days. I don't think it'll be as big of an issue getting people in and out of the facility, just because of the time frame of them coming in. All hurdles we're looking at taking care of, and my goal was to be over prepared so you don't run into as much problems.
Thank you.
When's your last race scheduled to start?
The last one of the year,
Of the night?
it's scheduled at,
Would depend on the weather, I guess, maybe.
I've got, let me see if I got the, well, hopefully, we're praying for good weather. I've never invested this much money into one event before.
June might be all right, April might be heavy.
And then I got I'll pull up that.
That's okay, I just let you do offhand, you can tell about.
On Friday night, we will have, the last one on the schedule is, we have a bunch of different groups that are racing, not only the top fuel cars, the nitro cars, we have a small tire, it's hard to explain, they run on little smaller radial tires that run on nitrous, and the last pair is scheduled to go down about 10:30, between 10:30 and 11. I do everything I can to finish up by 11. We haven't really had any problems. I got most everything done by 11 o'clock last year. Problem, if you run into, if there's an oil down or an issue like that, it takes time to clean up, or if there's a weather issue, that slows it down. I did just on Monday, I purchased a scrubber, which will help oil clean up tremendously. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to meet Bud Herbert and talk to them about getting another tractor, so I get another static drag and a broom to help with cleanup. So if we do have an oil down, instead of it being an hour and a half, it's a half an hour to fix that. So I'm trying to work different angles so that I can get the program done on time. I just hired a new race director. We're announcing that tomorrow. That's very, very efficient. So I'm doing everything on my hand to try to make things go. I'm just looking at all my avenues to, if there's any help out there to help the process.